Hi everyone, I just wanted to share my outfit that I wore this weekend. Um, Again, I'm repeat offending my favorite Chico's trousers. What I love about these is that they're high-waisted and they have kind of a slight flare bottom, which I love. And then they're just comfy and easy to wear, just very easy to pair with a bunch of things. My name is Jenny Dayco. I am a wardrobe stylist and a jewelry designer, but I also wanted to share all my outfits and what I wear when I get the chance, just to give you guys any kind of tips and advice on styling and how I wear my jewelry, how I wear other jewelry, and how I put my outfits together. You probably have seen that I've worn these trousers before. Again, I just love how easy they are. And, gives me a little booty. And, try not to step on the backdrop. And then I like being tall. I'm about 5'9", so I like to kind of wear high platforms. And I felt like sort of the flare bottom of these kind of lent towards a really high platform boot. So love these guys. I just love the height that it gives me. And I just love feeling taller for whatever reason. And I know I'm pretty tall, but I'm 5'9", if you guys hadn't remembered from other videos. But yeah, I just kind of like to, just be taller. So this time, instead of wearing a white collared shirt, I decided I would go with sort of a crop, like sort of tank top, I guess. It's one of my favorites. It's from Aritzia. I kind of love their stretch sculpt knit fabric that they use on a lot of their pieces, just because they are very sculpting, they're very flattering, they do stretch a lot. So Aritzia is one of my go-tos for those types of pieces. And I felt like because these were so high-waisted, I did want to show a little bit of skin, so I wanted to show just a little bit here. And so then, because it was cold, tonight, I wanted to pair it with sort of this nubby tweeted sort of bomber. And it kind of has these really cool, I'm going to come up to the camera, these really cool, like, I don't know what to call these. Sorry, guys. Anyways, this cool detailing right here, just to make it interesting. It's sort of a nubby tweed. It is a bomber, and I can actually zip it up, but it is from Express. So, a little without wrecking my mic. Yeah, anyways, it's a crop bomber, again, to kind of just give like cropped, just a cropped length here, and then kind of just show the full length of these pants, and then show a little skin. But you can see, if I wear things at a crop length, you can definitely see the shape of the pants and how they do give a little bit of flare. You can kind of see it. Yeah, if I bend my leg over like this. Sorry about the lighting. I'm still trying to figure all of this out, especially on in the evenings, because I learned earlier that when the sun does come through in the afternoon, there is a tree right outside of my place, and it casts a lot of shadows. So I tried to do a get ready with me earlier, and then I saw the shadows, and I was like, oh, wait a second, this isn't going to work. So got to make the lighting that I have right now work. So anyways, so yeah, so that's kind of how I decided to pair this top part and then this bottom part with the shoes. And then as far as jewelry goes, I hope you can kind of see it. Basically, these are sterling silver pieces that I got when I was in Baja a couple years ago. This is every sign of the zodiac. Here, let's see if I can get that in there. Let me zoom, or not zoom, but hopefully you can see. Anyways, I'm a Gemini. And then I just love snakes too. So I just got this really cool intricate snake ring, and it is adjustable. I do have bigger fingers. So yeah, so I love that it was adjustable, and I kind of like these two pairings together because they did come from the same place. And then I decided to pair it with my white jade wolf pendant necklace. Just something easy, since I don't have that much of a neckline here. Let me focus, sorry. Since I don't have that much of a neckline here, maybe because these platforms, I'm like, wait. It kind of goes in too tight, then it opens over here. I decided to go with something really pointy. Because I tried a couple other necklaces. It wasn't quite working because it was competing with the collar too much. So I felt like something pointy would work, and then it kind of just like offsets the other lines of this, you know, the lines here of the jacket, the line here, the line here, my waist, and of course all these lines here. So one thing I also want to share with you guys is that as far as sizing goes, I am typically a size 18. And so normally I wear like a 2XL, maybe a 1X, 2X. It just depends on how the sizing or cut of any garment is made. So, but because I'm a very tenacious shopper, what I like to do is actually go in and look in sections that are not my size at all. So for instance, this crop bomber is actually a size medium, which I am nowhere near. I am absolutely nowhere near a size medium. However, and you can kind of tell too because the sleeves are a little short, but that's okay because you can always like scrunch them up. But generally I don't care. I just thought it was so cute anyway. I would just buy it. So I am just one of those shoppers that just really likes to just find anything I can that fits. I want to, you know, I just want stuff. I want to look cute. I want to look good. And I don't want to always have to spend a lot of money on it. So a lot of the times I'll look for stuff on sale, or I'll go to like TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, Nordstrom Rack, wherever, just to, you know, just be cute and also stay affordable. And so in this case, this is a medium. So when I saw it, I immediately knew, okay, just on the hanger alone, I was like, I think that might fit. You know, I'm pretty good at gauging sizing, just because I used to have a job where I just measured clothes all the time. And so I'm pretty good at like holding on something up and gauging sizing for the most part, especially for me, because I'm just used to trying on clothes and off clothes. And, you know, I don't always get it right. Of course, you always have to try anything on in order to figure out, you know, does it work for you? Does it not? You know, like who knows? But anyways, when I saw this jacket, I was just like, you know what? I know it's a medium, but I'm going to try it out just in case, because you never know, right? And it's so cute. Got it on sale and ta-da, it actually fits. So, you know, I can zip it up all the way. I just don't want to hit the mic or my necklace. But basically, you know, if you're still like on the hunt for something cute, you know, I would encourage you to try to look in places where you normally wouldn't. You know, there's many times where I found a size medium and it turns out it fits. Sometimes there's even things that are even in my size doesn't fit at all. And so yeah, you know, what I like to do is cast a really wide net in order for me to feel good and feel stylish, and just to see what's out there and what's available for me, because you never really know until you really look, you know. And so I think if you can and have the patience to, it's good to be sort of that tenacious shopper. So yeah, so I would encourage you all to always, like, if you have the time and the patience, you know, really, like if you're looking through racks of clothes or a sale rack or whatever, you know, I would even like dip into like, you know, maybe a size medium, size small, whatever size you are, if you want to go down a couple sizes, honestly, just to see. And I can't tell you how many times I've found pieces that were totally, like in size small or labeled size medium, and that fit me. So in these next segments, I will show you exactly those pieces where I found them in a size medium or large, just to show you, you know, these actual gems that I found. But first, I just want to start off with this outfit. So yeah, so this amazing sort of sweater jacket I found at Marshall's, and it's by Farm Rio, and literally is a size medium. And of course, you know, I am nowhere near a size medium. My measurements are actually 47, 44, 47, I think, somewhere around there. Anyways, something like this, labeled a size medium. I don't even know why. Who knows why? Whatever, it's meant to be oversized. I don't care. It says medium. It fits me. And as soon as I saw this thing, I was like, what is this like big bulky tweed? Like, what is this? And it has hearts and a heart pattern. So I'm going to try it on and you can see how it fits. So without having my backdrop fall down, but like, look how cute this pattern is. Like, So cute, right? So anyways, without further ado, alrighty, and it's on, and it's covering my mic. But like, oh, I actually don't mind pairing them with these pants. The next few things you might see, or next couple things I might try on, may not pair well with these pants, but just so that you can see, again, you just never know what you're gonna find. You know, it fits perfectly. It doesn't need to wrap over, I don't think. It could, but I just, you know, I don't need to. But it was meant to be oversized, and I just thought, oh, you know what? It's so cute. Why not? You know, like, why not, Jenny? Why not? It's so cute, and I love Farm Rio, the brand, because it's like so colorful and so many fun prints, and they just have a lot of like, you know, exotic sort of boho and like kitschy, like dresses and accessories and things like that. So I felt very lucky to get this great duster. That's what this thing's called. Okay, you know, you're a stylist, Jenny. You don't know all the terminology. You know what? Sometimes I forget because it's late at night. So, and I spent a lot of time figuring out all this lighting, which I'm not sure if it works, but you know what? I had makeup on. I just wanted to do it anyway. So here is item number 1. That is a size medium that I found in the size medium clearance section at Marshall's. So let me find another piece for you guys and let's try on the next one. It may not work with the pants though, but I just want to do it just to give you guys some examples. So here we go. So this is a large, which is kind of closer to my size, kind of, but generally, again, I wear usually a double XL or sometimes in between a 1X, 2X, but I love the colors of this like fleece and faux fur jacket so much that, you know what, I was like, you know, I think it's wide enough to fit me, so okay. So let me put this on for you guys. I have been wearing this pretty much all winter, so I just love the colors. I love how fuzzy it is. You know, like, what a cool vibe. And I also love these sort of like extra zippers. So there's like a zipper here. There's a zipper here on the sleeve, just to give it an extra edgy detail. And then they also have side pockets, but you know, how cute. I would have never found this in my section at all. And I just, you know, was just browsing through the racks and I was like, what's that fuzzy thing? So yeah, and then it has a lot of stretch. So ta-da! But I don't want to cover the mic. So anyways, you know, I don't know why this kind of works with these pants too. I don't know. Maybe I'm just very lucky tonight. You know, it's always dangerous when you're out shopping and you have an outfit that looks good with everything that you try on. Dangerous. I feel like this is one of those pairings I just never thought until now. So let me find another jacket or another top or something that may work with these pants and I'll be right back. So this is another sweater that's also a medium. Again, it actually looks really cute with these pants as well. I decided to forego sort of that white top and do a white lace bralette underneath. I'm kind of in my scandalous era, so I don't mind showing off a little skin. I mean, why not? So anyways, I love the color of this sweater. It's a beautiful like open knit chenille and it's from Express. And yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I can definitely get that on. So yeah, so I like to wear it also again, you know, kind of with higher waist pants and just kind of like this. I feel like I like the bell sort of sleeve. And then I just love how airy it is and how bright it is. I don't mind looking like Tweety Bird. Yellows are kind of a hard color on me, so I think because of my skin tone, but I don't mind a little Tweety Bird action. So yeah, again, this is about a size medium. And I, you know, for those of you that are, you know, wanting to be stylish, like I said, I would encourage you to look in areas that may not be your size. And don't be discouraged, you know, when you're looking in an area that's like size small, size medium, size large, you know, what have you, you know, don't be discouraged. Like, you just have to be really tenacious about finding stuff that you like. And a lot of things are cut oversized. Some things run true to size, you know, all the time. But I'm always looking for that, you know, tiny margin, that tiny percentage of things that are not labeled my size at all, but that will fit. So these are one of those things. And I mean, I guess this is also a video of how I'd also style these pants, because they're not bad with all the other stuff that I tried on. I didn't even think about it until this video. I was just kind of grabbing whatever was a medium. So anyways, I feel like I should do like more of a series on this type of stuff, of just finding things that are not labeled my size, but also how to style them on you or on a body like mine. And just so that you can see what's out there, or hopefully it gives you some idea, or, you know, just helps you along with your journey trying to find your personal voice with your own style. And of course, we love that, you know, styling oneself is always about self-expression, and which I love to see. I love to see that on people, whether you're just a simple minimalist person or you're just way out into the extreme. I kind of want to see it all, because I think that's what makes us all unique and cool. So I'll be doing more videos of this too as well, not just how I put my outfits together, but just to kind of these little quirks and tricks and things where, you know, hopefully it helps you guys. I hope. I don't know. But yeah. So, and if you're interested in any of my jewelry, of course, it's on my website at jennydeco.com. Feel free to email me or DM me or comment or whatever if you want more information about where to shop for things. I do give free styling advice out on Reddit, or, you know, just anything that helps you guys. I just want to, you know, be a resource for all, to feel good and to discover fashion and the way that, you know, you want to experience it. So thanks again for listening, and thank you for bearing with me as I learn how to do all this content creation process. Bye!